Hello, my name is Razorblade247 and I like to ramble about video games. It's pretty much all I do on this channel and in real life. And today I'm taking like a different format. I did originally have like me recording this like a standard rambling about video if you were to go back on my channel. But today I decided that I'm gonna just play a game whilst rambling about the topic I'm talking about. I want to try this out because I don't really want to. I don't know. I just don't really want to show my face right now. Let's talk about modern gaming today. It fucking sucks. It generally just sucks. And I'm not saying this as gaming is dead. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, it technically might soon. Well, at least for console gaming, and if you're on PlayStation, because recently Sony/PlayStation has announced that they're not going to be printing any more physical disc for their console, for their like future consoles, and they'll be also closing down the PlayStation Store on the PlayStation 3 and Vita. Now, I'm going to be very, very angry. Well, I was gonna like make a whole like crazy ranting video, but I just want to be more chill about it. I just want to like express my disappointment with like everything that's going on, with like all the stuff that's like happening in gaming. Like, we're already seeing the prices of these consoles go up so high, and it's become just an unaffordable hobby. Like, this is meant to be a hobby like that anyone can get into. Like, no matter who you are, right? Whether you're a kid, disabled, whatever. Like, you're just meant to be able to get into this no matter what format it's from, like PC, handhelds, or just using one of like these big consoles and everything like that, like with the PlayStation 5, the Xbox, what have you. But it's just, that's just not the case. It just isn't. And the fact that these future consoles as well are going to cost like at least £1,000 or dollars even. It will probably be, if we're going to be converting, it's going to most likely be like £900 if you're in Britain. But like, that's still going to be $1,000, so it's still like a lot of money. It's a lot of money regardless. I remember back in 2020 when they announced the prices for the PS5, everyone did not like that it was $450. Back then it was $450 if you wanted to get the disc version, and if you wanted to get digital it was like $300 something. I'll put the actual numbers up, but yeah, I remember everyone being pissed about that. And the fact that we now have the Steam machine costing £1,000, along with these future consoles planning to only be digital only. They're going to be digital only because Sony doesn't want to print any more disc for some reason. I don't know why. And then you have Microsoft piping up saying, oh, we might do the same thing, except you'll be able to use your physical disc to download them onto your console, which is already the case for some games. That's already the case for some games. But like, I just think that why has it taken a turn? Like, there's no... it's just really hard to express how disappointed I am and just how saddened I am by my hobby, my life being like my life hobby that I've been doing for like years, like ever since I was a kid, ever since I was a baby. I love gaming, and the fact that it's turning into this unaffordable and just scumbag of a fucking like industry. It's just, it doesn't make me want to like participate in the current in the way it is right now, in its current state. I've been playing way more on my PlayStation 2 than I have on my PlayStation 5 in like 2 weeks. I've been playing through the Onimusha games, and they've been excellent. And it's not just exclusive. I'm not saying all modern gaming's bad, because I'm still excited for a lot of stuff, like the new Silent Hill, the new Onimusha, and just like there's a bunch of stuff I'm excited for, like the new Rayman stuff. But when it comes to the publisher, like the corporations that I know you shouldn't be trusting any of them, I know, but like when you're someone who has grown up with PlayStation ever since he was a little baby, and you love PlayStation games, you love their like the multitude of mascots they had back in the day, and like all the like variety of games that they were releasing, because there was a true variety there. It's not like the constant over the shoulder open world fucking blockbuster games that they're constantly doing, or since they want to focus on them, live service games that just fail all the fucking time, and they just won't get out their heads out their asses thinking, yeah, we should probably stop making live service games because they don't work. We can't make a good one. None of our studios can actually do one that's like properly successful without fucking it up in some way. And it's just, again, like I said, it's disappointing and really sad. It just saddens me a lot that this is the way my hobby is going. And Xbox announced today, as of Monday, the 6th of July, that they've fired over 1,600 Xbox employees, and they're selling Ninja Theory, Arcane Leon, and like a bunch of other studios because of like the restructuring of their company. And they've already been hemorrhaging or like bloodletting employees and studios already, and that's due to the fucking incompetence of the leadership. Like all of the problems that we're having right now of current gaming, or just modern gaming right now, is just due to the incompetence and greed of the leadership. And it's just crazy to me that this is what, like, we had it fine 10 years ago. Sure, there was still like a lot of issues to deal with, workplace harassment and everything like that 10 years ago, but it was still a whole lot better than multitudes of people losing their jobs, like literally every month, every like 2 months, that people are waiting to hear, oh, who's getting fired, or what studio is being shut down soon because they had the gall to release a successful game, or they failed to release a game, or I don't know, because we're fucking bored. Like, it just doesn't. It's just crazy that this is where we're at with modern gaming. The fact we're gonna lose options, and PlayStation's gonna create this monopoly around their system with their shitty fucking online store that rips you off, by the way. Like, it completely fucking rips you off. I'm not sure how that lawsuit is going, because I'm pretty sure in the UK, they, like years ago, they started getting, there was a lawsuit made against Sony PlayStation, where people were saying how they're being ripped off by the PlayStation Store, with not having a good refund policy. Like, the refund policy for PlayStation is fucking dog shit, and also the way they just tend to not really explain. No, not explain. They don't discount. That's the thing. That's what I was leaning towards. They don't discount the games that you have already owned in bundles. you still have to pay like the full bundle price unless you're paying through like a sale or whatever. But they're still acting as if you don't have both games. You're still paying for the whole price essentially, or 3 times more even. When you buy bundles of games that, say you already own like what, Yakuza 7, and you want to get the duology bundle of 7 and 8, Infinite Wealth, you're paying more because they're not discounting that for you to buy that. It's like, oh, you already own the game. Okay, you still need to pay more for that. Like, it's a little bit ridiculous. I will show evidence of this. I will show evidence on like a separate account I have on my PlayStation. It's just generally just sad that this is the way it is. That again, they think that, oh, because our sales are like digital sales are like higher than physical, that's why we're leading towards like digital. And I saw like a tweet. I made a TikTok about this. If you follow me on TikTok, I saw a tweet saying that internally from like publishers and developers inside of PlayStation, Sony wasn't expecting this huge backlash. Are you like? Does anyone actually do like market research or like actually think like the consumer? I don't get it. Is it because you all have jobs, or is it that because you are, getting more money out of like closing down your studios or whatever, so you can get a pay rise? I don't know. The leadership at PlayStation are just fucking dickheads. They're all dickheads. I'm just gonna say it straight up. Like Herman Holtz and like all his other cronies that fucking work with him. Fucking, if Jim Ryan was there, I'd say the company would be in a way worse spot. The company would be in a way worse spot if Jim Ryan was still there. Thank fuck that twat left. Ever since they closed down Japan's studio and moved to California, that's when they started getting fucking shit. Like, I get it's still a Japanese company, but they've turned way too American, and it has just turned into this really arrogant and just dickheaded company. Because they don't have value for their customers anymore. They hate their customers. Play has no limits. It has quite a lot of fucking limits because you've blocked like multiple countries from even using the PlayStation Network. Even recently, they're not allowing Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I'm pretty sure that's the full name of the new Marvel fighting game that's coming out. That's not releasing in like 130 countries. It's not releasing in any of them because they don't have PlayStation Network there. But it's like you never had PlayStation Network there. It doesn't make any sense. Why are you limiting access and like the success and the joy of a game to all those people? I don't get it. Like, I generally don't understand. And when it comes to just, again, it's just the arrogance. This is the reason why the PlayStation 3 at launch was terrible, because Sony was like, oh, we're going to sell this for $600, guys. And then the launch PS3 just ended up being fucking shit. The launch lineup was fucking terrible. And then you have like, again, another thing about this whole modern gaming situation with how shite it feels right now is that there's just a lack of competition from all fronts. Like, Nintendo is not even trying to compete with all the others because they're doing their own thing. They know their audience slightly. That like the game keycard stuff is really it's kind of set a bad precedent, especially selling Mario Kart World, which, by the way, is not the best Mario Kart. Neither is it a fun game. Like, it's a very boring game in my opinion. I enjoy Mario Kart 8 a whole lot more. But yeah, setting the precedent of selling that game at like $80, which is like 60 to 70 quid here in the UK, or something around that. The fact that that game was sold at that price really set a bad like vision for the future. But then again, like I feel like Nintendo, like there's a lot wrong with them, but they're the lesser of two evils, in my opinion. They're the lesser of two evils. Microsoft, I wouldn't even, no, Nintendo is just a lesser evil compared to PlayStation, because Microsoft and slash Xbox, they are on suicide watch, because every other day, every other month, they were slightly getting good when they got the new like CEO and doing the brand like the rebranding and what have you. I'm not gonna save. Like when they were doing the rebranding back to Xbox instead of Microsoft Gaming and all that, and the way she was talking in like interviews about how games are important and everything like that, it was promising. Until later, when they had to do their quote-unquote tough choices, or tough decisions, and it's like, it's not really that tough. If you're losing money, right, by having all these studios, maybe you shouldn't have bought them in the first place. And you know you can blame for that? Phil Spencer and his other fucking idiots around him. That's who you can blame for that. Like, I know the guy tried to make the brand like a brand, right? But the decisions that he had made along with it's just the decisions he made with everyone that worked with him, it just led to the way that Xbox is right now. I mean, that in reality that was the Xbox One. The Xbox One has set this horrible downfall that they're still continuing to feel today. Like, they're still feeling that today. Case in point with the fucking closure of a bunch of studios, or not a closure of studios, because I haven't actually seen any studios be shut down, but the selling of studios and the firing of multiple thousands of employees is a direct consequence of the fucking Xbox One and the purchasing of all the studios that they had to like since closed and have sold off. You know, it's just, they're just on suicide watch. Like, I'm expecting the next console day release, if anyone fucking buys that, to be their last one. Like, I generally think that the next generation will be the last generation, because consoles and everything will be just unaffordable. They will just straight up, no one's going to be able to afford it unless you're mega rich, or you just get gifted it because you're like a content creator, influencer, whatever. That's the only way people will have these consoles. Like, lower income families and everything, they're not going to be able to feel the joy of playing these kinds of games unless they are tech savvy enough to be like, well, we're gonna get you this one, like an older console. You won't be able to play the new stuff, but if we buy like a PC or whatever, which has like way more options, in fact, you know what? Yeah, like no one's gonna be buying consoles anymore, unless maybe Nintendo, like unless they make a new console in like the next few years. Who knows? But like, with PlayStation and Xbox, they're not going to be buying that. They're going to be buying PCs if the fucking memory shortage is like done, and like AI dies, everything like that. Well, I was going to get into talking about AI You know, I will soon. I will soon. But I'm just going to continue with this console talk. But yeah, the people are going to be buying PCs more because there's way more options for you to be able to acquire your games. Like with GOG, Steam, fucking EA's storefront. You have way more options on PC to be able to like get games or even just pirate them straight up. Like, without having to give a single dime to any of the corporations. Although I feel like GOG deserves it because they actually let you own the games and are working to preserve a lot of them. So probably give your money to them. I don't know, unless they change their policies and then say fuck you. Then I'll shut my mouth now about them. I know the conversation around AI is just kind of, it's been there, done that kind of now. Like, people have said their pieces and everything. But I think not enough has been said about the impact it's had on the cost of everything. Like, sure, it's harming the environment and just people are generally brain dead when it comes to AI. Like, it's making people fucking stupid. But I don't think enough is being said about how it's making everything we own and like buy just unattainable, unaffordable. Like with RAM, the like memory, like with like SSDs and everything like that, like we're not gonna see a actual we're not gonna see a proper quiet curves, yeah. The proper return until, I'm pretty sure there was a report saying until like 2030 or even longer. And it's just crazy to me that I'm not saying us, who you watching this video, unless you used AI on the daily, then yeah, you are part of the fucking problem. But the fact that we are like, us as like consumers of like genuine art and who just want to enjoy shit, you know, who want things functioning as well, like actually functioning and not just vibe coded or coded with like AI and shit. The fact that these genuine subhumans like fucking Sam Altman and shit want to ruin the fucking world because they're not human beings is just like, what the fuck? The water's being poisoned, fucking data centers destroying neighborhoods and everything, and just like in general just ruining life as a whole. Like, I want to believe there's an AI bubble. I want to. But at the same time, it's been going on for so fucking long that, nah, I generally don't think there is one. Like, people are saying, oh, it's gonna burst, guys, it's gonna burst. I don't think it's going to. Like, this is not like NFTs and stuff like that when it came to that shit show of a fucking period in life. I don't think that's gonna happen because of how much damage AI has like done and the way it's been integrated with almost everything now. I'm playing really badly on this map, but like the way it's being integrated into everything now is fucking crazy. Like, you will go through measures of trying to not use AI in like anything or what have you, right? Like I'm trying to do, but then when you're trying to search something, say you're using some search engine that claims it doesn't use AI, but then when you go to check what you search, you see an AI overview. And I know you can turn it off, but it still isn't going to give you like, it's still going to try and push the like AI results and everything, right? For you to like click on and everything. And I just think that I just hate it. Like, one, it's put everyone into mass psychosis. It's making everyone think, oh, is this AI? Oh, is that AI? Or like people who use AI and then believe every single fucking like AI article or like story with like, I don't know, some fucking Reddit story off TikTok or some shit, which is not real. It's like, man, everyone's in some weird fucking digital psychosis now because of how damaging technology has just been to our brains in the past 6 years. Ever since the fucking pandemic, I feel like it wasn't as bad back in like just literally a year before 2020. Like, ever since the pandemic happened, it's like, wow, okay, yeah, everyone's just fucking crazy now. Like, no one believes each other. Real relationships don't fucking exist anymore because people are so fickle and so fucking like picky with the relationships they want to be in. Which, I mean, I can't really say anything, but like, again, it's not like before where there are people out there generally trying to seek out trying to seek out stuff, right? Or seek out the right people, I should say. Seek out the right people to hang out with and like talk to and be like genuine friends with, you know? Nowadays, people are just all people want is just their own echo bubble. For them, they just want yes men. That's all they want. It's not that you can't have like different personalities everywhere, you know? You just need people to be like, yes, man. Yeah, you do that. Oh, you're so right about that. Oh, yeah, I do the same thing. It's like, no, man. Why are we all just essentially just the same thing now? Why are we all just converging in or merging into like the same human being? Just a boring fucking person inside of their own echo bubble where, like, if anyone disagrees with you on one thing, oh, that person's a fucking shitty person. And again, this leads back into the fucking digital psychosis shit, where fucking like you have people seeking therapy advice from like, I remember like at least like a year ago or two, people seeking therapy advice from like Chat GPT, people believing fucking videos being generated by like Sora or whatever. And I hate that it's called Sora because that puts fucking awful, what's it called? Puts an awful representation or reputation on my boy from Kingdom Hearts. I love that guy. It's awesome. But then you got the fucking AI Sora and it just ruins him. I have a fan going in the background. I'm not sure if it's picking up. I hope it's not, because I will be very sad if it does. I can't play Silhouette Dance because some dickheads fucking put shit on it. Content ID. I hope every single person that's holding a false content ID, I hope they have a horrible summer. And I hope they burn alive. It's just sad how miserable everyone is, and like it's not without reason too. Like I tend to think that I can look on the bright side on stuff and try to find like a way of being like, okay, this is shit, but like at least there's still this thing over here, right? You know, I like to be that kind of person, and I want to try and be that person with other people. Show them that right now things are not looking good, but in the long run, hey, they look pretty good to me. And you should join me in that, or well, not should, but you could join me in that. But I don't know, man. It's it's just bleak. Because I know I have options, but at the same time, I know other people don't have options. I know that other people don't have like the choice of being able to pick up like a PlayStation 2 or actually get like or know how to do like jailbreaking and stuff like that. It's just sad that people also won't teach themselves those kinds of skills, because like I feel like a lot of people would be able to enjoy so much more, especially people around like my age and younger, if they were to just teach themselves that, yeah, I have all these other like ways of like getting around these like troubles, you know? But people are just so quick to give up and just be like, well, this is all fucked. We're all fucked. Or I'm fucked. You know, I hate that that's the case, you know? That people just give up and then they just go on and doom post about how fucked things are. But it's like, no. We can fix things, right? Because there's always a way to fix shit, right? And I think that's just an unhealthy trait of my family. That just comes from my family, where we constantly try to fix shit instead of just letting things like simmer for a bit. I want to be able to let things simmer. I mean, I let my fucking awful depression fucking simmer for a bit before I try to fix it, unless it's like really fucking bad. But when it comes to other people's problems, I like to try and at least ease the pain a little bit. When it comes to the whole PlayStation digital only future, that like, and just the deletion, well, not deletion. Deletion of games when it gets delisted and stuff. I just want to remind people that we still have other options. We could still boycott them. We could still, steal from them. Well, not stealing, because again, if we don't own any of the games that we have, then we're not stealing the games that they're getting rid of, you know. And movies, that as well, because they recently also deleted a bunch of movies because of like licensing issues. There was like 500 movies from people's PlayStation accounts. Yeah, I'm gonna just say it here, because I'm not that big of a channel. I don't really care. But you should probably be pirating. But I won't say any more on the matter, but I will just have that out there, you know, because no one, at this point, no one's going to own anything. All of us won't own anything. And they're going to expect us to be happy, you know, that we don't own all these games that they're releasing. They're going to be like, oh, here's a license for it. But if your account's inactive for 36 months, say your relative died or something and they had a PlayStation account, yeah, if that shit ain't logged in, we're gonna get rid of it. And if they had purchases on there, well, they're just gone as well. It's like, what the fuck? That's just not fair. That just isn't fair at all. And I'm not paying your shitty fucking subscription for what? Like the PlayStation Plus really fucking offers nothing. I'm sorry. No, I'm not even sorry. Why am I saying I'm sorry? PlayStation Plus doesn't fucking offer anything interesting or actually like cool. Oh, free games. Oh, I get to play games on the premium or extra, whatever the fuck their tier system is called. It's just dog shit. I hate online gaming, like on console. On console, I hate online gaming because it's just nothing. There's nothing. Especially if, like, there's like not even like a few games on there right now that I'm like entirely interested in to play multiplayer. And in general, multiplayer in general, myself, I just don't really care anymore. Unless it's playing with like one of my friends. And that's only Final Fantasy 14. Like, I just don't care for multiplayer games anymore. Like, I'll log on to fucking shitty ass Fortnite and be like, well, this is fucking dog shit, and just log off immediately because there's nothing of value in that game. I'm rambling too much. I do not like this track. But to be fair, my speakers are turned down and I'm only hearing like the hi-hats. I'm not a musician. I don't know music. But I don't really like this track too much. You know, back in that PlayStation 5 video I made a few, like last year or something, like I think it was last year. When I made that PS5 video, I think I said along the lines that this generation hasn't really had any impact, unlike the previous generation, like with the PS4 or with the PS3 and Xbox 360, PS2. Like, this generation has not had any impact, right? And it's just going to... like, genuinely, if 2028 is the year that we see the next generation of consoles, and there's like generally not that many improvements at all aside from only being digital, it's not even, and that's not even an improvement, that's a fucking regression, then yeah, I don't think console gaming is gonna last at all. I don't think it is. And the fact that over the, what, 50 years, 60, if we're counting the Atari, that is gonna die because some dickheaded fucking pricks in higher up of like on those higher up in those buildings and everything decided we're going to remove an option away for people who want to do like secondhand, like buying games secondhand, or it just costs too much to produce disc and cases, so we'd rather either still produce the cases but give you download codes, which will lead to environmental harm. It's going to lead to environmental harm, and just like people selling the cases and then having a used code in there, so it's not going to work at all. Yeah, it's just crazy that in that I guess short amount of time, because like sure, games have evolved a lot, but at the same time there's a lot that's just been lost and just isn't really... I was talking about this generation's impact. I kind of lost thought for a bit there, but I think, yeah, the impact of this generation, the fact that it may just be the last one where nothing of significance has happened aside from the loss of multiple studios and talented people, because these publishers and corporations would rather hire short-term contractors than actually have like proper development studios and waste billions upon billions on these games that are just gonna not break even and be lackluster. It just makes this generation look like a fucking piece of shit, like fully. It just makes this generation look shite, and it is shite. Like, I would not, like, at all, like, despite all the fucking games we got, how great they've been as well, I would not call this generation good, like, at all. I wouldn't. Not without a straight face. Not without laughing like a fucking maniac, being like, yeah, nah, dude, this generation sucks. Nothing good has really happened. I can't lie. Again, aside from the quality of games that we've been getting, well, that depends on the games you're talking about, even. This generation has nothing to offer. Oh, you got like better graphics for your consoles and and everything. Like the controllers feel great. This is probably the best they've felt, in my opinion. But when it comes to like everything else, especially when you look deep inside the industry, nah, dude, no. I'd say the fucking, even back when the PS4 and Xbox One launched, he had much stronger lineups for their launch games. Well, aside from the Xbox, it's actually not. Let's just say the PS4. Keep this strictly PlayStation. But like, you had a strong lineup for your launch games and everything. The launch games for the PS5, I literally only remember Demon Souls, and I guess, did Miles, what the hell, did Miles Morales even, I'm pretty sure that came out like a month later, no, didn't it? I can't remember, but it's just the fact that this is likely going to be the last generation that I buy any like PlayStation console or Xbox console. Is just kind of like, it really just kind of, again, it saddens me. Like, to bring this back to the start of the video, it just makes me so sad that this thing that I poured like hundreds, if not thousands, of like me and my dad's money, just so I can, fucking interact with this medium that I've grown up with, is just gonna end with such a just a sad whimper in like 2 years. I don't know. It just, I've been disappointed before. I have felt disappointment, but this is just kind of like, what the fuck, man? Like, what happened, man? Like, I'm very lucky to be able to fucking have all this shit right now, but it's more like, I'm disappointed that so many other people, especially future kids and like adults, are not gonna have the same amount of joy of like playing their favorite racing game, shooter, RPG, unless they want to like, play on like the consoles that is already like out now. If they don't have prices raise exponentially due to fucking like scarcity and shit, fake scarcity even, because like if you're buying shit from like eBay and stuff, like especially if it's like a copy of a PS1 game, like if the prices are already going up with them, with the PS3 and PS Vita stores closing. So yeah, it's like, if you want to own these things physically, but you have like no other way of getting it, you're just kind of fucked, because it's just gonna be unaffordable. And that just makes me sad that people won't be able to experience like this kind of stuff. without having to shell out money to a corporation that's like not gonna deal with any of it because they hate their customers and they're just incompetent and lazy. At the end of the day, I want to be able to enjoy gaming again without having the knowledge of, man, this game's great, but it's sad that the whole fucking studio is shut down. Or, you know, just being actually excited for new consoles and new things in general that's coming to this thing that I love so dearly that I wouldn't even be this, like, I would not be the person I am today if I did not grow up with video games. If I didn't grow up with video games and just turn it into this thing that I just love wholeheartedly and make people sick of because that's all I talk about, then I just don't know what I would be. I wouldn't be here in general. Like, video games really, really hold me together. They really do. Even when I'm in my fucking... to the point where I'm just like, I think I'm going to do it today. Like, I will just boot up a game and then just forget about it. And I'll just have the time of my life. Like with FF14, Final Fantasy 14. That game has... Like, I got to the latest expansion and... but I'm going to talk about Endwalker. Not spoiling it, just in case. If you ever want to check out Final Fantasy 14, the free trial is great. It's a really good deal. It's free. And you get to Shadowbringers, which is one of the best expansions in my opinion. My favorite expansion even. But like the end of Endwalker really made me cry. It made me cry. And I was like, this is my favorite thing of all time now. Like, not of all time, but like this is one of my favorite games of all time. And I can say that with my chest out and balls hanging and say Final Fantasy 14 Online is one of the greatest games I've ever played. One of the greatest. And that's including every expansion. Yes, even A Realm Reborn, as boring as it is. But I would not be here and have like a new love for that had I just never played video games. And the fact that I can recommend it to people and be like, there's a free trial for you to play, and it's coming to Nintendo Switch, it's on PlayStation, it's on Xbox. It's great. Being able to share that is great. And then I have a box of a bunch of games on the side, and then someone is like, oh, I really want to try out, I don't know, fucking Resident Evil 4 on PlayStation 2. I'd be like, well, you should probably play the HD remaster. But I can give you my copy if you want. Like, I want to be able to do that kind of shit, you know? Like, that shit's cool. And it's just spreading joy, recommending and talking about video games is just what makes me happy. It makes me so fucking happy. But just hearing the constant fucking like, oh, we're gonna shut down this studio because we're bored. We're gonna delist this game because our balls itch and it said bad words to me. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. It's just, I just want gaming to be fun again. I want fun shit. I don't want to see another studio closure. I don't want to see more employees being fired. I don't want to see fucking digital sales are higher than physical, when that's a fucking lie. That's a lie. They literally lie to your face saying digital sales are what consumers are doing. Nah, dude. Nah. I just want to have fun with video games again. I want to be happy. I want to be like, yeah, go play this video game and just have the time of your life. But yeah, I think that's enough rambling. I think I did not make any sense at all because there was moments where I just keep switching subjects. But you know what? That's just my channel. That's just how I am. It's how I am in real life, you know. I bounce on subjects whenever, especially if I bring up something and I go on a whole tangent about that. that's just how I am in real life, you know. That like, if you know me in real life, then yeah, you know exactly how I speak, how I jump between topics, and how I love referencing shit. That's just say that's the series. So that's why it's called rambling. I'm rambling. I'm going fucking crazy. All right, let's finish this last race off. You know what? I was gonna end the video there, but let's do one more in my favorite track. Well, it's not my favorite, but I like playing a certain song with this one. This whole time, my this screen, it's been too fucking, it's too high. It's pissing me off. I think it'll be sorted out on the video, I think, but oh no, it keeps readjusting itself. That's why. That's really annoying. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you see, this is the shit that makes me happy. Playing on this track, having Move Me playing. Ah, yeah. Now this is true gaming right here. Do 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 do. Oh, you know what would be really fucking cool? If they were to make a new Ridge Racer, or at least like if someone modded this game, I'm not sure if that's possible, but like I would love to do online multiplayer on this. That would be so fucking epic. Like, that would be so cool. I would love to do this online. Like, I don't really enjoy playing racing games online too much, but like when it comes to Ridge Racer, I don't know, there's just something about it that it doesn't release a competitive edge, but it more or less, but it kind of just, I don't know, it just puts me in a state where I'm just like, yeah. I don't know how to describe it. I just can describe it as yeah. I love Ridge Racer. I wish I fucking played the series growing up. Like I had like at least, because I was born in 2003. If I was around then, I could have played like 7 or something like that growing up. But because I had a PS2 for the longest time, I didn't have like a PS3 until about 2011, and I had PS2, Wii, PSP, like before I had a PS3. But yeah, if I had this game growing up and I played this, man, all 5, I would be so. I would love this. I would love this as a kid. I'm so jealous of the people that grew up with this fucking thing. Man. Just driving down this like highway stadium thing. Losing the race because I'm terrible at this game. No, I played this game enough times to really know what I'm doing. It's because I'm not focusing. I'm not focusing too much. But like, man, I was planning to do like different games in this video, like jump from this to, I don't know, like Rayman or continue Ratchet and Clank. I need to restream that, start streaming that again. But yeah, like, but this game it just catches me, you know? It just catches me. It makes me feel so fucking like at peace. This is my cozy game. Fuck. Yeah, I've lost this race. Can I restart? Let me restart. Restart. There you go. You failed. Retry. Guess I should talk about what I have planned for the channel. I need to, like, I've said this summer I really want to upload a lot more videos because I feel like I've been kind of slacking in that, especially with the live streams as well. I think due to just how shite modern gaming has been, and I know I'm not really doing much modern gaming anyways, because I'm mostly talking about retro games and stuff, but it's just like, I can't really do that with the knowledge of like all these studios and just my personal like motivation of like this hobby that I love doing. It's just becoming harder to talk about because, or not even hobby, just my life in general. It's become hard because I don't really. It's just a lot that going on right now, where it's like, how am I meant to like express my joy for this thing that I've spent my whole life doing, without, you know, seeing another article saying, I don't know, fucking Koei Tecmo blew up or something like that, and be like, oh. Let's not will that into existence, but you know. But I think the way to combat that, obviously, is to just talk about the stuff you love. Talk about and share why you love a particular series or this particular game. Because I was thinking back to my Devil May Cry video about the first game and why it's like my favorite in terms of like its aesthetic, its the way the music is and everything like that. I was just thinking about that, and I'm not really planning on making any videos on the future games. Maybe in the future, but like, I just think that I only really have that kind of thing to say about DMC 1, because I feel like that's the one I resonate with most. I don't really resonate with like, as much as I love DMC 3, I don't really think it's the best game. Especially in terms of like, its gameplay and everything. In terms of gameplay, 5 is my favorite. But when it comes to just vibes, the look, the music, it's DMC 1. And I was thinking back to also my Yakuza video. That was a very experimental video because I tried using like a green screen and everything. It was bad, but and I was thinking of how I was gonna present the Yakuza 2 video, and I don't know. Maybe I'll do something similar to this, where I'm playing through the whole game or something like. No, I don't want to do that. I think I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. Because I really do want to make that Yakuza 2 video. But it's just, I get like with Straighter Than Heaven not being my cup of tea, and also fucking yeah, just IGG in general. I just don't. The studio themselves I don't like anymore. I don't really like RGG studios anymore because of like the whole Kiwami free stuff. I know people are like, oh, let it go. I've at least seen some people say that just to let go of the Kiwami free like debacle. No, dude, nah. Why should I? Why should I? No, that's stupid. Like, any sane person with a fucking soul would know that, yeah, that whole situation was terrible, and like, you shouldn't be supporting the people that hired that man, that monster. Shouldn't be supporting them at all. And I don't care how good Stranger Than Heaven looks. I don't even think the game looks particularly that good. like I just get no ounce of enjoyment out of Stranger Than Heaven. And it's kind of the same way how I feel with Virtua Fighter Crossroads. I think the logo looks fucking dog shit, and I also think that, I don't know, with RGG work, I know RGG had like has a bunch of like old Sega AM2 guys, I'm pretty sure, in there, but it doesn't spark any joy in me to be like, oh, Virtua Fighter is a series. It was essentially, I'm pretty sure Virtua Fighter, I think 2 or 3, I can't remember which specific one, but Virtua Fighter was the very first fighting game I ever played. Which, I gotta say, pretty fucking cultured of me. Just seeing it, like, it looks good, and I'm hoping that it continues the series, like, fundamentals of not adding any of the, like, special moves, like, flashy special moves and stuff like that. When it's the core part of Virtua Fighter is just the pure fighting between two people. And just what fight styles they have. That's it. That's it. And I don't really care for story in Virtua Fighter. I don't think Virtua Fighter should obviously have a story. Obviously, if you can background the characters and stuff, but like, I don't think that Virtua Fighter needs a whole open world like conquest mode kind of thing. You know, I don't think it needs that. I think it just needs to be a fighting game first and foremost. I mean, it is going to be, but like having I know you need to add some meat to the bone when it comes to fighting games. You need to have that kind of stuff. Otherwise, how else are you going to be charging 60 quid or more if it's just going to be fight that guy? You know, I know that it needs to have like that kind of content, but I don't know. It's just coming from someone who's only played like 2 Virtua Fighter games. Actually, technically 4. No, 3 Virtua Fighter games. But I don't know. It's just not really the direction of the series I want to like see it in. I just need to see more, to be honest. I need to see more. They have been releasing stuff about the game. I have to watch that eventually. But yeah, it's not like I even play modern fighting games. I'm just saying that as someone who's played the game, the much older games, and it's just, I don't know. I generally think the logo looks fucking awful though. What the fuck? There's no flair in that. There's no style. The hell? Come on, man. The logo before was way better. There's that dickhead. I'm gonna lose again. No! No! I'm gonna lose again. Fuck. Alright, one more time. One more time. You know, I should have been playing FF7. Because I really want to restart that FF7 streams I did, I think a year ago or 2? It was like 2 years ago. I really should have done that, because I personally didn't really like doing the modded one. I don't really like it. I think it just got rid of the charm of the original game. And now that I have a PlayStation 2 and a copy of FF7, I might just play it this way. Continue the streams that way. And I like and my layout right now, especially with how it mimics like the Ridge Racer 4 like menus, at least with the chat boxes and stuff. It makes me happy. I like my layout. Well, since I'm gonna fail this race, may as well end out the video here. If you've sat through me just ranting and saying shit that doesn't really fucking matter at the end of the day, because you know, it's just it's only like one corner of this whatever. What's a shape that has like thousands of corners? Circle. But yeah, like it's just one corner of the internet, and I'm just screaming into a well, not screaming, I'm just shouting into a microphone about stuff that doesn't really matter, but it's shit I care about. And if you watched all the way through, then something you care about too. You probably just didn't like how I just jump between subjects like a idiot. But anyways, if you enjoyed it, thanks for watching, especially if you are at this end bit. You didn't skip through, you've watched all of it. You were like, yes, I agree. Then thanks for watching. I will be back with another video. I don't know. I don't know. But it'll be something fun. It'll be something that I really enjoy. But you know what? We've got one more lap. I think we got this. Come on, move me. Come on. Move me to the first place. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'll take care of this bozo. Bozo the clown. Fuck. It's getting too far. I slow down too much. Fuck! No! No! Wow, come on. No. I'm not letting this fuck beat me. Come on, dude. Really? Really? Really?
Sorry, this is the end of this game. Try again.
No. But yeah, thank you for watching if you made it to the end. And I'll make some more videos at some point. Yeah, I don't have a schedule or whatever, especially for streams. I don't have a schedule for that. If you want to check out my streams, they're on a I feel like it basis. Everything's on a feel like it basis here. I just want to make this a hobby. I don't want to make this a job. So, yeah. But hey, stick around if you liked this and me. I'll do stuff. So whether it's the day, night, or afternoon, stay safe out there. Don't go too crazy. And remember, video games are cool. You should have fun with them. And fuck every single publisher and corporation out there. They don't deserve your defense at all. Okay. Bye.